from Mr. Boggles. I don't pretend to know what the universe is, no one can, and how it came to be, so call it what you will. Humans created and manifested the idea of God to explain everything, which is not the problem. It becomes a problem when the Homo sapien gives that idea a consciousness or face and then pretends to know what it wants, when in fact it was us all the time. Unfortunately, the vast majority of the world don't see that. That which is absolute does not need worship, unquote. Mr. Boggles, it boggles the mind that you write such nonsense. The fact is, God does not need worship. We need to worship God. Everything we do in worshiping God, everything we do in our relationship with God is for our benefit, not for His benefit. He needs nothing. God is absolutely perfect and needs nothing. We need Him. We need to believe in Him and love Him and do what He commands for our good. And now Aziza 11111 writes, and I quote, Islam is based on higher values and finding the way to be a better person. The whats and hows of eternity are mystery to all of us. You shouldn't think of them much. Think of what you can find answers to and keep your focus, because you build your belief on logic, love, and trust. Then you learn to accept the rest. Say, just for a moment, walk with me that there really was God up here, and He really does care. Wouldn't life be a much better place knowing that you're not alone, unquote. The life wouldn't be a better place with Islam, that's for sure. Islam doesn't make life a better place. A religion that says that all non-Muslim infidels should be exterminated, a religion based on lies that was created by a pedophile, a man in his 50s, Mohammed, who married a 6-year-old girl, Aisha, and raped a little girl, married and raped a little girl. A crazy religion that tells Muslims to cut the clitorises off of their 6-year-old girls. A crazy religion that says that women that are rape victims are guilty. Not the rapist, the woman is guilty, and they murder the woman. The woman is murdered in what's called honor killings. The family is ashamed that their daughter was raped, and so they murder the woman and stone the woman to death because she was raped. That religion is a monstrous Nazi, hideous barbarity. And the world is a much worse place because of Islam, not a better place. And now, one Tablik, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but one Tablik writes, and I quote, ever heard truth has no time factor? Aristotle, old no God. Plato, old no God. Isaac Newton, old no God. Albert Einstein, old no God. Is there in their hearts a disease, or are they in doubt, unquote? Well, this is completely untrue. Okay? Completely untrue. First of all, these people did believe in God, and really believe very strongly in God. Isaac Newton was deeply religious, and in fact, he went into science because he believed in God and because he wanted to prove to skeptics in the world that God does exist. Because of that, he went into science. Isaac Newton was deeply religious. Albert Einstein was not religious. He was a self-hating Jew. But he concluded that there has to be a God, that it's impossible with the theory of relativity that he came up with and all the coordination that you see in the universe and in nature. He said it is impossible that there is not a creator. It is impossible that there is not a creator that stands behind everything that is happening in the universe, that there has to be a creator. So what you're saying is, if you're saying that they said there's no God, that's the opposite is true.